Do you want to learn how to cut wood like this? Then stay tuned and I'll show you exactly how to do that. Hi, I'm Jimmy, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to cut wood, and I'm also going to show you how to cut kindling wood also. So stay tuned and watch the whole video through.
Please hit the subscribe button if you want to be notified and updated whenever we release a new video.
So before we can start cutting some wood, we need to take safety into consideration. So the first thing you're going to need an axe. Sometimes your axe can be bigger, it can be smaller, but for the video purposes, I'm going to use this size axe. The next thing you're going to need some gloves. You don't want to cut your fingers, because sometimes when you're hitting the axe into the wood, you want to take it out, and I cut my fingers so often. So it's very important that you wear gloves. Secondly, you also want to have your sexy glasses on, okay? Because when you're cutting wood, sometimes the wood pieces backfire, and you want to make sure you protect your eyes. You want to protect your eyes, your hands, and just your overall self. So those are the things you need before you get started. So when you're cutting your wood, make sure you can tell that it's seasoned and unseasoned. Unseasoned wood means that it's still a bit wet, it's not dry from the previous seasons, and seasoned wood means that it's actually dry. So in order to tell if your piece of wood is seasoned, you can look at the bottom and you can see that there's like a little bit of sap around the edges over here. It looks kind of wet. And if you look in the front, you can see that you see the cracks. That means that over the year, I had this wood for 1 year, that the water has been absorbed, and the cracks are indicating that this particular piece of wood is ready to be cut. However, when you're cutting wood that's wet, you're going to have to use a little bit different tools, and I'm going to show you how to do it. But this wood seems like it's ready to be cut, and I want to go ahead and cut it for you guys right now. So now it's about time to actually show you how to cut the wood. I use particularly two techniques when I'm cutting. The first technique I use is called the overhand strike. When it's like this, you're going to come down in the middle of the wood. The next strike I like to do, I like to keep a half a meter distance away from the wood, and I like to go straight down directly in the middle. Now for beginners, I like to recommend that you take a marker and you put an X directly in the middle. By doing so, you're able to locate the target, and the wood splits a lot better that way. Alright, you also want to make sure you check your surroundings, make sure there's no kids around you. Make sure you're out here alone, because sometimes your axe can slip out your hand. You can also have different debris of the wood hitting other things, the kids, your house, your trampoline, or anything else. So make sure you keep your distance. Oh yeah. You're in a dangerous position, by the way. So there might be a chance when you're cutting wet wood or a large piece of log, you would like to use this wedge first, and then you're going to use like a larger sledgehammer or X. I prefer this handy dandy tool right here. You're going to hit it in here first to split the wood, like so. So the normal size X, may not do it. So when you get the wedge in here, you take it back. Okay. So as you can see, I drove this wedge deep down, because with a normal axe you're not going to be able to cut it. So once you hit the wedge down here, you can turn the wood to the side. This is how you cut large pieces. Turn the wood to the side, like this. Then it's able to. Okay, hold on. So you're going to tilt the wood to the side. This is for a larger piece of logs. That's how you cut a large piece of log. So if you want to make kindling wood, all you have to do is just take a piece of wood you have already cutting, and you're going to cut the inner wood off into thin pieces, because thin pieces burn easier and they make for great kindling. So you're going to repeat this process until you have about 8 to 10 pieces of kindling wood. And here you go. So I'll just give you a shot. So remember our procedures. You want to cut directly in the middle. Then I'm going to start shaving off pieces of the white part, the inner wood, because it's the thinnest. Just keep doing it. Just make the wood pieces thin. Okay. As you can see, I'm making the pieces smaller and smaller and smaller until they become perfect kindling size. Okay. So, as you see here, I have me some kindling wood. You also can make them thinner if you want to. So, if you like this video, it would be amazing if you can like, subscribe, and stay tuned to the next episode, because I am going to be doing another outdoor video. This is for outdoor basic skills. Subscribe and you'll be notified every time I release a video. So like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I look forward to seeing all of you beautiful people in the next video. Take care. So my wife saw my video and she thinks she can cut wood better than me, okay? So now we're gonna put her to the test. If she cut this piece of wood with one stripe, I'm gonna take her out on a date, okay? On a date that she likes, okay? So honey, here's your gloves. Put them on. Okay? She thinks she can beat me, okay? You get one chance. Do you guys think she can make this or not? Okay, I'm staying away. The woman with an axe is kind of dangerous. So, alright. Oh, fail! Bomb!